Today we're in Greenwich, famous for the Grand Old Royal Naval College.
For the elegant Cutty Sark, one of the last and fastest tea clippers ever built.
And of course for the Royal Observatory, the home of Greenwich Meantime.
We're here today with our spooky series, No Grave for Woe, where we hunt for the lost graves of English lute composers. And this is St Alfege Church in Greenwich, the final resting place of Alfonso Ferrabosco the Younger, who was buried here in 1628.
And also of his great colleague Thomas Tallis, who was buried here 50 years earlier.
Ferrabosco was a composer at the English court of James I. He was known as a writer of consort music, that is, music for small groups. He wrote lute songs, and he wrote music for masques. A masque was a very important, kind of ridiculously lavish and resplendent entertainment, a sort of music and dance spectacular.
You might be wondering how a composer of English lute songs could have such an Italian-sounding name. Ferrabosco's father, Alfonso Ferrabosco the Elder, was a well-known composer of madrigals, originally from Italy. He came to England in 1562, and his son, Alfonso Ferrabosco the Younger, was born illegitimately in 1575, right here in Greenwich.
The church here is not the one that the Ferraboscos would have known. The original medieval church partly collapsed in 1710, and it was rebuilt in this grand, elegant style by Nicholas Hawksmoor.
Unfortunately, back in those days, they didn't care so much about conserving graves.
So, once again, sadly, we know from the parish records that both Alfonso and Thomas were buried in the old church, but we have no idea where.
And unlike his grave, Ferrabosco's music still survives.